And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classics.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, man. I miss Cynthia G.
Because I've already told you guys about black men. I've already told you guys that everything that black men do is basically a circus act. The way that they will talk about being kings, but they have no kingdom.
I'm about to explain something why I miss Cynthia G and why I have never spoken against Cynthia G. I don't agree with some of the things she says about most of us, but is she a liar though? Ladies and gentlemen, to see now Matt Barnes and Shannon Sharpe doing the most for Caitlin-Clark.
I mean, throughout the season, she's been getting beat up. Hard screens.
Absolutely. All this notion. Now, there are some people the last couple of weeks, and I ain't going to call your name, but you're going to see this, and I'm talking to you. What are they supposed to do? Let her score? They're trying to win. That's not basketball.
Okay, I'm gonna talk the truth about why, and the reasons why I love Cynthia G. Pay attention to this video about Caitlinclark and watch these clips and highlights why she is correct about black men today and what they do for the other nation.
It's a team game, and you know, but I'm rooting for Caitlin because I've been in that seat before. I've walked that road before. I hope she.
Rest of the Indiana Fever. I've seen a couple girls smirk when she's got knocked down, half-assed to pick her up. Like, y'all supposed to protect the asset, protect the star. And all this is the team. She's the star. You always protect.
You women out there, y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlinclark. Y'all petty girls. I expect men to be petty because we're the most insecure.
Both are coming now.
Absolutely.
So
good point.
you can hate the girl all you want, but she's putting money in your pocket, and if you don't understand that, and y'all sitting here trying to hurt her, I can tell you what's going to happen. Yeah. Them games she started missing, she gets hurt, and they say, hey, Caitlin's out for the year. I know one thing that's going to happen.
Ticket sales.
Them ticket sales is gone.
Revenue, ticket sales, everything go decline.
That should be celebrated, and it's because of Caitlinclark. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it fucked up. Caitlinclark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA.
It's the truth. Yeah, y'all know you clapping house niggas ain't clapping scared, but listen.
It's going to be a problem because you guys are supposed to be a family. And you wonder why you sit at the bottom of the league right now is because y'all don't protect each other, man. Coach don't do shit about it. Players don't do shit about it. Y'all should be ashamed of it.
Different take. Angel Reese, you can't be the big bad wolf, but then kind of cry like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Because if you want to act grown, which she has, if you want to get paid like you grown, which you are, if you want to talk to grown folks like you grown, which you did post-game when you told a coach for an opposing team, watch your mouth. If you want to tell people get your money up, then post-game when you take an L, you just got to take it on the chin.
Response to it. So I would like to know, what did you do in response in history other than go to the Supreme Court and petition to have access to the men's women that you're complaining and accusing of disenfranchising you? See, because in the 1960s, what black men were really doing, and it's been documented, many civil rights leaders have admitted to it, what black men were doing is chasing the white man's woman, trying to so-called stick it to him by way of going to their women. What you should have been doing is trying to get liberation for yourself. What you should have been trying to do is get that foot off your neck. But see, the foot is not on your neck. And the only time you recognize it being on your neck is when you want to get away with doing something that you think white men are getting away with doing. Because let's just be real. Whenever we hear about this war against black men, it's usually being brought up when there's a black man like R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, we see Trey Songz going through it, Ari Spears, when they engage in some degeneracy, and then they're getting a consequence for it. And black men think that because they perceive white men to be getting away with crimes, they want to be able to get away with crimes as well. The reality.
Yeah, y'all know you clapping house niggas ain't clapping scared, but listen.
She's not lying at all. If you pay attention, you can see all these Negrums who are trying to cater and get accepted by the same community who talks down on them. They skip past all the racist comments so they can get accepted by those same said so people who don't even like them.
And block black men in a victim boat. But the reality is what he cannot tell you is what black men did in response to it, because they did nothing. They laid down and they nested under the skirt of their non-black preferences, and only to complain.
Yeah, y'all know you clapping house niggas ain't clapping scared, but listen.
Black women really are the most unprotected. I mean, look at the kings they have to offer. These dudes literally let the media lie about Caitlinclark's situation. Everybody is running to the defense of the lily white flower. Meanwhile, when you look at the reasons why she got checked and fouled, you'll see that she's the one who fouled the other black woman first. But nobody is going to talk about that, because it's better to pretend Caitlinclark is the victim here and we're the typical thugs and criminals. Watch this.
Versus Indiana Fever game. So late in the third, Caitlinclark poked the ball away from Kennedy Carter, leading to a Fever bucket, and Caitlin's elbow appears to make contact with Kennedy while doing so, as she turns around and celebrates in Kennedy's face, and maybe even had a few words to say, which then
but instead the media is going to show this only. They're not going to show you how Caitlinclark fouled her first. Caitlinclark hit her in the eye with the elbow and hands. No, they're going to make her be the victim.
That's basketball. That's bull jive. That's bush league. Now, you woman enough to check the woman and she ain't got the ball, but you ain't woman enough to answer questions? Yeah, and you wonder why. I don't give a damn.
You can see up above, Caitlinclark was maliciously hip checked by some unnamed woman for the Chicago Sky, because I can't be bothered to remember the name, because I really don't know anybody's name.
Situation.
Right.
You're jealous.
Bigger
that
arenas.
was a bush league play, and it needs to be addressed. That was a flagrant foul. That was unnecessary. Flagrant, anything deemed to be unnecessary. I need somebody to explain to me, why was that necessary?
This is true. Yeah, y'all know you clapping house niggas ain't clapping scared, but listen.
This KANGS. Because that blame the black woman talk only works with other KANGS. Other races of men will call you out on your bullshit immediately. And every other race can see that these KANGS have failed black women. These KANGS have failed their children, have failed each other, have failed their communities. And because of their failure and their unreliability and their evil, vile, violent ways, black women have been forced to adapt in order to survive.
After all that complaining, black men who are on TV and use their platform to cape for the lily white flower, well, Kennedy and Angel Reese both got fined by the league because they must protect the lily white flower. What's weird about this is that every other female in the league has been getting fouled, including Angel Reese. But where are the black men to defend her and say, how come Angel is getting fouled and attacked by the media? Nope. You won't see it because it doesn't pay to protect a black woman. It's normal to ridicule her in front of the world.
Maybe if you just toned it down a little. Angel, you're too hood. Angel, you're too ghetto. Actually, I'm none of those things.
Orange when the villain catches an L. And Angel Reese, you have self-proclaimed to be the villain. Shout out to you, because you are the second best basketball.
Now, CaitlincLark is supposed to be this honest woman. She knows she provoked Kennedy to retaliate against her. She knows she fouled Kennedy. The ref didn't even call it. She's going to act like the same woman who got Emmett Till killed and pretend to be some type of victim. Look how she placates to white America to protect her.
Here's what Caitlin had to say about that moment.
Yeah, it's just not a basketball play, but, you know, got to play through it. That's what basketball's about at this level.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it, but I think it's just like, just respond, come down, let your play do the talking. It is what it is. It's a physical game. Go make the free throw and then execute on offense. And I feel like that's kind of what we did, but, you know, it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. You know, I feel like I'm just at the point where you accept it and don't retaliate. Like, you know, just let them hit you, be what it is. Don't let it get inside your head. And know it's coming. I think at this point, like, I know I'm going to take a couple hard shots a game, and that's what it is. Just stay in the game and stay in Westport.
Now, what's weird here is that majority of NBA, actually WNBA players they've always been getting fouled the same way CaitlincLark has been getting fouled. Where is the outrage? I'm going to show you a series of videos that have shown you many women like Cameron Brink, many women like Skylar Diggins. You know Skylar Diggins, the woman who was ridiculed for being fine and pretty. The WNBA player's been attacking her forever. Where's the outrage on that?
She's 1 of 4. She's got 5 assists and 3 rebounds. You know, she's so intense. And I don't know what was said, whether they're running the play or whatever. She did turn a lot of points inside. They've got 16 points in the paint. And Tina Charles is...
It doesn't stop there. Watch these highlights of these other women not named CaitlincLark who have been getting fouled this year. And where is the outrage on that? Also, CaitlincLark's own teammate Boston has been getting fouled all year, season long. Nobody in the media comes to her defense and say they're attacking Boston. Look at this play right here.
Chelsea Mitchell held to just 12 points last time against Phoenix. The perimeter defense has been stout in both meetings so far for Phoenix against Indiana. Boston goes flying, wants to know what the call is.
Well, BG just laid her down, and Boston trying to be aggressive, not happy with the call whatsoever.
I mean, look at the beautiful Cameron Brink. She gets knocked down. You don't hear America or nobody going to her. And that should show you everything about the agenda.
Here's Mitchell taking the feed from Boston. They go down to Boston. And offensive foul. It's going to be number 5 against the league.
Some of you are saying we're making it up, so I think I need to fall back and show another receipt, because it don't matter how much receipts I show. Cynthia G is right about black men will cater to a certain segment no matter what.
In the first 50 years and investments into this team, we understand he's
right there from Hamby. Just a little flick of the right arm.
Yeah,
looked like corner in the throat.
Yeah. Definitely direct contact to the throw. That could be.
I mean, even Jill Biden lets you know what America feels about us and who they favor more. When they speak about patriotism, it's cold talk for them. They don't look at you as an American, regardless.
Both teams come to the White House.
So I know we'll have the champions come to the White House. We always do. So, you know, we'll have LSU come. But you know what? I'm going to tell Joe, I think Iowa should come too, because they played such a good game.
Problem is, that's never been done before.
White supremacy, does it exist in your world? And has it affected black men?
Absolutely, it exists. And Black men have worked in tandem with white supremacy since they've come in contact with it. And this is why I say in the Black community, we have very disingenuous, very dishonest discussions, especially when it's regarding Black men, because we do have a Black male worshiping culture. So what we do within that culture, and Umar Johnson is showing it today, is absolve Black men from any accountability for what they've done. Number one, we wouldn't be in a system of white supremacy had it not been for Black men. So if you want to go all the way back to history, then let's go back to history when Black men were selling their own people into white supremacy. Let's go back into history when 16 years off the plantation, Black men were worried about a war being waged on them. They were worried about getting access to white women. That's what you were worried about. And it's interesting.
Now, Shannon Sharpe knows Cynthia G is correct. He knows that she's so correct that he started combating on his show and talking about people who say he loves white women only, but he loves all women. He chases women. So he's trying to knock off the zesty rumors by doing the most, because now he gets to placate towards the Black audience.
You tweeting it?
Right.
Ain't never met me, ain't never seen me, but somebody said that Shannon likes white women. Shannon like women. Black, white, Dominican, Puerto Rican, African, South African. Women.
It don't matter.
That's been my problem. That's why I'm single. Ain't no secret. I mean, hey.
Now, I like what Draymond Green talked about. He's basically giving the onus on her own teammates, Caitlinclark, that is, to find a way to defend her and stand up for her. But that's not to be a situation where he's looking at Caitlinclark as a victim. He's talking from a basketball perspective, and that's why I respect Draymond Green. You feel what I'm saying? He literally gets it no matter how you look at it from your point of view. And the only other thing that I would give respect to Draymond Green is how he is going to give this love to the so-called queen that these other black dudes are afraid to do. Like, look at these comments. These comments are from the same so-called white people who claim there is no racism, but they're in the comment sections being as vile as they could be while trying to play victim and saying we're playing the race card. Anybody who tells you that you're playing the race card, they're the most dangerous person you can ever walk around. Listen to what Draymond Green said to the queen.
Game changer. Angel Reese, champ, keep talking your shit. Keep doing what you do. Keep winning and keep letting them hear about it. Keep letting them hear about it. Because guess what? When you lose, they gonna let you hear about it. So when you win, you let them hear about it. You keep doing your thing. Much respect, queen. Much respect and congratulations.
To see Gilbert Arenas doing the most just to tap dance, I'm embarrassed by Gilbert Arenas. I'm not gonna lie. He has proven over and over he'll say anything in front of that camera if it's advantageous money-wise. He has no moral. He has no code of ethics. He's willing to do anything, just like these celebrities who are black.
40. Winner on a Tuesday, they lose by 20. It's still not a very good look. But nobody was talking about, damn near lost. They're just saying, she played horrible. She's playing against damn near two best defenders.
Now, this beautiful Latina melanated sister had the intestinal fortitude to speak the truth about this Caitlinclark situation, and it's like the WNBA players are not being mean to her. They're being basketball players.
Tired of it. It just makes no sense to me, and I'm tired that we keep giving it so much energy, and I'm tired of it being people who are not in this circle or space at all who suddenly have all these opinions about how these women need to treat Caitlinclark. What do you want from them? They want to beat her because she's not on their team. Isn't that how it's supposed to be? Y'all stop it. We already know she's transformational. They've all said it. How many times do they gotta say it? So tired of it. It just...
our own kind are by far the worst group of people you can come across. If it don't apply, let it fly. You know exactly what type of brothers I'm talking about. They have failed black women. They have failed their families. They have never been leaders. Everything they do, it's towards what the other nations can do to accept them. Everything they do is on their knees based on acceptance. Listen to this one brother tell the truth about how our women are really the most unprotected because we care more about Becky versus our mothers.
Divest, because I don't think black women ever wanted to be without her men. And black women have tried to hang on to their men for the longest time. Even though these KANGS have abandoned black women and left black women a long time ago. These KANGS have been the greatest enemy to black women. And black women still try to hold on to them because black women value the black family. They value and love their blackness. Today's black women is a result of black men's failure.
Now, they always casing me, they do. Some little white boy the other night I was working and caught me in the hallway. Paul, I've seen your show, I love what you do, man, but you make me feel so guilty. Must everything be race? I said, yes, everything. Then you must think I'm the devil. I said, no, but you'll do to the real one gets here.
Most for Caitlinclark, and I've been told you guys about that brother, Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe don't like you sisters, bruh. He don't even date you sisters like that. Maybe had a kid with one of them and things went left after that. Shannon, and not that that should apply to people. Shout out to the beautiful interracial couples out there. I'm not Dr. Umar Johnson. I'm not gonna do that. I ain't Umar Johnson. I don't go deep into people's love life like that. You're allowed to love anybody you want to love. You feel me? Even if it's same whatever, bro. I'm not for that, but I mind my own business. I don't judge people based on that, and I hang with everybody. You feel me? But to see Matt Barnes, y'all check this video out right here. To see Matt Barnes get on his pulpit trying to tell people that these women are jealous of Caitlinclark and all that. And it's facts, they are jealous of Caitlinclark. But it's no different from a NASCAR driver when they didn't like Jeff Gordon. They called him the Rainbow Warrior. You know, all those things, that happens in every sport. Same thing happened to Tiger Woods, happened to Phil Nicholas. Everybody was hating on Phil Nicholas, bro. I remember that, bro. Like, because of the offshore event. I'm going too deep on that. Y'all go Google why they really hated him. I almost put the cat out the bag, but everybody I've seen in the world have got along with the get along. The same people who claim they don't believe, they believe in flat earth. Check me out, listen. These same groups of people who claim they believe in flat earth, right? It's the same people who want you to go along with people who go along with things. Make it make sense. The same people who claim to be fighting against what this system try to make us conform to, well, now they're forcing me to conform to Caitlinclark. Matt Barnes, you're an embarrassment. Same dude who made a living in the NBA, fouling the hell out of people, hurting people, and we loved it. We gave you props for it. But if the females do it, it's because it's only against Caitlinclark, not because they should strive to be the greatest. Where was your defense of Angel Reese's? Matt Barnes, you don't hear me. Where's your brother, Steven Jackson, the fake Malcolm X ad, the one who's using George Floyd's name and everything for relevancy? And y'all gonna tell me that was his best friend, but I heard what his family told us about Steven Jackson. We ain't gonna get into that now because Cynthia G is correct about black dudes. Y'all all over the internet acting a fool and a donkey with it for this female, bro. And it's embarrassing. It's tarnishing y'all image as fathers, husbands, and everything, bro. And I'm not the one who made it the educational purpose or racial situation. You all did that. White, black, Spanish, Asian, Hispanic, Latino, whatever. I don't care if you come from Mars, bitch. Y'all the ones who turned this into a racial thing in the beginning of it. Caitlinclark was balling in the college aspect of things for her first 2 years of college. That woman did well. Where were all you people? I was there. We got videos on it her freshman year and sophomore year on this platform. Where were you guys at? Now y'all the biggest Caitlin Clark fans in the world? No, because the media prompted up because there was them bad sisters down there at LSU, and it was something they ain't really seen a wave like that before. And then here comes these other group of women from South Carolina. It was a different wave. So now you need something that can contrast and beat against that, and the media will always make it black and white, and that's what it is. But I'm gonna fast forward to the beautiful queen you see I'm talking about on the picture, Cynthia G. She got chased out of YouTube by the same group of people, men from the manosphere, from the red pills, alpha communities, whatever y'all call y'all communities. I'm not judging y'all, but the same group of men who get mad when their platforms get taken down or the people they love get taken down. You celebrated Cynthia G's platform being taken down. A bunch of Karen antic males who have nothing but estrogen filled up for their lack of testosterone. Why do you care what Cynthia G says? If it don't apply, let it fly and go to the next channel. But it bothered you dudes. But the same dudes Chuck telling and kiss and tell for Caitlin Clark. To see Matt Barnes doing all this and embarrassing people. Matt Barnes, of everybody, the ones that say this, and then he disses Angel Reese's talking about they're clapping when certain plays are going on. So Angel Reese can't support her own team when they do dirty fouls? She's supposed to condemn her team? 1 minute y'all say Angel Reese is not a good teammate, but when she's supportive of her teams being rough with the superstar on the other team, when was that a bad thing to do in sports in general? See, these are the Caitlin Clark rules. Everything you guys are watching before your eyes being eliminated in favor of Caitlin Clark. There's no point for any of these females who look like me to be aggressive or even be competitive with Caitlin Clark. You're going to be deemed as a thug. Majority of Caitlin Clark fans don't even like people who look like me because majority of them love saying the N-word, love bringing up EBT, love bringing up thugs, the weave. All that's in the comment sections. All that have content creators making videos doing that. We have enough of the black content creators who dance for Mayo Nation trinket dollars. It's embarrassing when you see the celebrities do it. The same celebrities who placate to your hearts, knowing they are not in favor of you guys at all. They're all advertising right now. I love the Mayo Nation. Give me money. From Charles Barkley. Oh, he needs to be doing that right now. You see with the TNT show going out the way, all the way, not just to Charles Barkley. You got LeBron James. He's the king of sucking up to that nation. You guys know this already, but you get confused by the amount of money he makes and the praise that he does on the court. You confuse that and misconstrue that to be a real black man. The more money a dude has and the more fame he has, that's now Martin Luther King and Malcolm. This is crazy, bro. But that's according to y'all. Y'all praise and worship these cowards. You seen Gilbert Arenas do the same thing, knowing his daughter plays basketball. His daughter has to be in the WNBA. She will be in the WNBA. So what happens when that same media calls her daughter all these things just for being competitive with Caitlin Clark? I've never seen this in my life before. We've seen every other aspect of sports do everything that's going on with Caitlin Clark, and it was praised by America. It was quite all right. We've seen athletes be jealous of the new hot thing that comes out. Men or women's sports. Why does the rules get changed for Caitlin Clark? Why does things become so complicated? Because it's this media darling. You say people started watching WNBA for Caitlin Clark. Say fake people who love race, who don't watch sports at all, they started watching back. It's disrespectful to real fans who actually watch these females of all ethnicities. And y'all know I'm the greatest fan of Sue Bird. We're not going to get into that. I'm the greatest fan of Sue Bird. She's not black. But all of a sudden you think we're against Caitlin Clark and we're only following because of this frail girl. No. I didn't even think she's all that in college. I was rooting for the women games more because of South Carolina and what you've seen going on with LSU. I have videos to back that up and prove it. Many of us in our communities, maybe Caitlin Clark's community started following for Caitlin Clark. Our community didn't follow for her like that at all. Like, why are you guys painting this narrative, man? It's disgusting, bro. It's like you're forcing us to love this thing that we don't want to be part of. And if we're not part of it, we don't want to be a part of it, we're a hater, or no, why it can't be? I'm against what the media throws at me. I think Caitlinclark is a great basketball player, but that gets overlooked when we speak about the other crap going on. Now we're a hater. I get to be called a hater by someone whom don't even watch basketball, whom could even barely say to any of these players' name, but telling me about basketball. You know how disrespectful that is? A little turd who's never watched a game of basketball gets to tell me about why Caitlinclark is the greatest. Why? Because this person doesn't even know what a foul is. Cynthia G was correct about you niggas, man. I'm going to be honest, bro. A lot of you dudes would do anything to be accepted because you haven't yet accepted yourself. So it's only right for you to want to be accepted by a group of people. And I'm not saying everybody who looks like Caitlinclark hates you. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm talking about the people on this wave and pretending what's not going on. Those are the most evilest people in the world whom I will be leery of and I will keep my distance from, bro. No matter what ethnicity it is, bro. These type of people are very strange people. But Cynthia G, whether you think she was out of her mind or not, I'm seeing a lot of brothers who can't even give sisters any type of praise, bro. They don't, bro, I'm not out here to wear my tapping shoes, but it's true. Dudes will call you a simp and everything, but I'm player, bro. And that doesn't mean what these dudes who sell women on the corners and all, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about I'm player, bro, how I move. Yes, women are foul in a lot of things they do, but that's not my job to become one of the sisters and complain about it. When I was growing up, a real man, he lets the women be in their own little side, conversating and complaining about things because he knew that was not men's space. I remember my father put the boys over here and told the young cousin females of ours to be in another room. We're not supposed to be in the same room like that. I was taught values like that growing up. You know what I mean? So now you got a lot of dudes who are angry and bitter at black women. I'm not saying if it's not warranted or not, but it's like in front of the world, they'll sell you out. It makes sense for Shannon Sharpe, LeBron James, Charles Barkley. I'm gonna keep going. All these gentlemen on Matt Barnes, because majority of the women they favor aren't women who look like you. I'm just being honest. You feel me? LeBron is the only one out of all of them, at least I'll give him props. He's married to a melanated sister. You feel me? All these other dudes dibble and dabble with the other nations. They don't even pay attention to you women. And at the same time, they're trying to tell you women how to be and how to behave. Listen, it don't matter which one of you melanated sisters were strong, submissive, any of that, because these brothers wouldn't find you attractive like that anyways. I would. These brothers like Matt Barnes and them don't even look your way. Shannon Sharpe, he ain't had a black taste since 89 or something like that. They don't rock with y'all, man, but they sell y'all out every day. Look how fast LeBron and all of them ran towards Caitlinclark, a woman in distress, white woman in distress. So typical. This is crazy, bro. Like someone who don't need rescuing got all these weird dudes trying to rescue her. From what? From women who look like your mama. And I know you're gonna be like, oh man, that cliche again, women who look like mama. Listen, bro, in this situation, that does matter. If it's pertaining to you dating a woman, divorce and all that, I would be a simp for even bringing something like that up. But this is a situation where people are dictating it based on every ethnicity who looks like you towards Caitlinclark. It is a race thing. It's here. Let's talk about it. You want me to hide about it? If I made a video saying Caitlinclark is the greatest in the world, everybody wouldn't even click on that video because you expect me to say that. You want me to be part of the Go Get Along. You wouldn't even support these videos. But as soon as I don't go along with the Get Along, now you're watching these videos. You're clicking, you're commenting, because it bothers you to see a dude who could stand on his own too. Yeah, man. Cynthia G is right about you dudes. You dudes are embarrassing, bro. Y'all could see, I expect people who look like Caitlinclark to lie and pretend it's not about race. But when it's our own kind lying just to get more viewers, more subscribers, it's embarrassing. This is the same Negro at the barbershop who becomes Malcolm X. But on YouTube, these niggas become good, tame little boys, bruh. You heard me. Good tamed little dudes out here, bro. They pathetic, dog. And there ain't nothing else to say. I got different videos going in depth and deep on why I'm saying this about Caitlinclark. But on this video, I'd rather just let it hang out and be like, y'all some lames, bro. You feel me? We can go toe to toe with for Ritz over with for Oz. We can have all that. You know, sharpen swords with each other. You feel me? No Diddy, but sharpen swords with each other. But what's the purpose? What's the purpose of me going back and forth to a defeated man and a defeated woman who cowers down? Every time they stand up, they're right back down. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm DJ Bless One. Love your family, love your kids, stay blessed. Remember, these are the same black men who would say protect black women. At the same time, they wouldn't spit on you if you was on fire. Goddamn shame.